So we're caught up in drama. Everybody's talking. We're caught up in problem. Everybody's talking.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? My name is Chris, as you guys know, and I'm here to do another build review for you tonight. I'm excited about showing you this one. I've had a lot of people here of late ask me, what's one of your favorite builds? What's one of your go-tos? And to be honest with you, it is the Infusion build from Caserta TV Builds. It is an amazing, colorful build. It's just a work of art. Will Martins has put the build in there and developed it, and he has done an amazing job. So kudos to Will for creating such a masterpiece. And you guys will see what I mean once it's downloaded if you haven't seen it. But once again, it's the Infusion build from Caserta TV Builds. And we're going to take a look at that, and I'm going to show you as much as I can. I'm also going to show you how to download it as well. And then we're going to do that through the Aries wizard. All right, so before we begin, definitely want to thank everybody for supporting me and leaving comments and such kind words. Guys, when I first started out, I just had no clue that I would be able to gain as many subscribers as I have. We're working on 10,000 now, so thank you guys so much. Please remember to click on the bell if you haven't done so. That way, guys, every time I come up with a video, you guys will be notified, and you guys will be able to see the most recent build that I've actually done a review on. For those of you all that have not actually subscribed yet, and this is your first time watching, please click on the link below and hit subscribe for me, guys, because I do have a lot of great content, and I'm getting ready to actually start. Once I get my package in from Amazon, I'm getting ready to start doing streaming box device reviews as well. We've got the Lil Box Q2 that they've been gracious enough to send to me. And Shadow, I promise you, I am going to make sure that I get you a good review on that. So just kind of stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I do a lot of how-tos and do a lot of build reviews, okay? So thank you guys for all that you do. Make sure you're leaving comments still. You know, share my videos with your friends, family. Take the time to do that because, you know, we're all one big family. Anybody that's worked with me, Brent, you know, I am kind of saying your name here for video purposes, but you guys know that we are one big family, and I try to make it that way, guys. So thank you guys for watching. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Enough motor mouthing. So anyway, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start out with a fresh Kodi 17.3 Krypton. As you can see, there's nothing on there. We're going to go ahead and go up to the gear. All right, the gear is highlighted there, so you guys will know. Go ahead and click enter for me, and we're going to scroll over to system settings. We're going to go ahead and click enter. We're going to scroll down to add-ons. We're going to click to the right. We're going to scroll down to unknown sources. Mine is already turned on, but I can easily turn it off. And then if you click enter, it'll bring up the warning box, and you want to go ahead and click yes. Okay, it's just your standard warning. But unfortunately, unless you actually allow for unknown sources, you won't be able to download anything on Kodi. All right, so just remember that. Now we want to go ahead and hit backspace once. Scroll down to File Manager. All right, just for time purposes, I've already actually entered the source in there, but we'll go ahead and show you what it is. You would go down to Add Source and then click on the enter there. All right, and then you're going to start typing in what I show you, okay? So just kind of stay there. I'm going to go back, and we're going into the source here, and I'm going to show you what it actually is, okay? So it's actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go ahead because I remember that it is only on Aries Wizard. So we're going to go ahead and remove the source, and then I'm going to jump in here with you. We're going to go ahead and hit Add Source. Sorry about that, guys. Completely forget that I had to do it through Aries. All right, and like I said, you're going to get enter there, and you're going to type in the Aries Wizard URL. So it's going to be http:// and let's go ahead and do repo. Aries. Okay, go down and change your alphabet to the characters, and then type in hyphen. Go back down and change it back to alphabet, and then it's project. .com /magic. All right, it's got to be typed in exactly the way that I have it, guys, or it will not actually download. So http://repo.aries-project.com/magic. All right, go ahead and hit OK once you've done that. You've already got your URL name in there. You can name it whatever you want. If you want to delete that and name it CDTV for Cellar Door TV, you can do that. Or you can just keep it Magic. I'll go ahead and do that for, like I said, for time purposes. But we're going to go ahead and click OK. And as you can see, our URL is in there. All right, and it is successfully loaded. That's why it is showing up there. Otherwise, you would get an error. All right, so from here, you want to click backspace twice. And then we want to scroll all the way down to add-ons. Go ahead and click enter. Then scroll up to the install box. Go ahead and click enter. Down to install from zip file. Go ahead and click enter. We're going to scroll down to Magic. Go ahead and click enter, or whatever you named it, guys. You want to scroll down to that and then hit enter. And then down one space, hit enter. Down one space, hit enter. And then it's going to go through the add-on process. All right, so as you can see, the add-on has been installed. Now we can go to install from repository, and then down 2 clicks to Aries project, and then down 3 to program add-ons, and then down 1 more to Aries wizard, and here you want to install the wizard. All right. Okay, so as you can see, the add-on has been installed by the icon there. So we want to go ahead and click enter again, and then scroll all the way over until you see open. Highlight open, go ahead and click enter. And if you've not seen the wizard before, Aries wizard will download, and then it will extract the files, and then it will just go blank after a second, just like that. Be patient, guys. It will pull up, I promise you. It just takes a little bit of time, and it's doing its thing in the background. You just can't see it. Okay, so once it actually finishes, it will actually pop up for us. There it is. Perfect timing. All right, so from here, we want to go ahead and hit Browse Builds. And then we want to scroll down till you see Cellar Door TV. Okay, so go ahead and click Enter. Now, there's a couple options here. If you have a QR scanner on your phone, you can go ahead and hold it up to the scan bar there, and you can go ahead and scan it, and it'll actually give you a code that way, and then you would just hit enter pin. All right, so you can do that if you want, or you can go to http://bit.ly/get-build-pin, and then you can get a build pin that way. Or if you have Chrome, you can just hit get pin, and my Chrome pulls up, and then it pulls up my code for me, which is 4885. All right, so just remember that, and then we just have to backspace, and then we're already there, so you can go ahead and hit enter, and then it's 4885, and then type in done, or not type in done, but click enter there. All right, so it automatically brings the build menu up for you guys. So you've got Dominus, which is the Jarvis build. So if you have an older build, you can try that out. But in this case, like I said, we're going to go to one of the favorites of mine. So we're going to go ahead and click enter. And then from here, you want to go ahead and hit enter, because it'll take you immediately to that install. And then just go ahead and hit proceed. All right. Okay, so we're looking at a little bit larger than a mid build. There's going to be sometimes that some devices may not work with this build. So if you guys have Fire Sticks, You can definitely download it and try it out. 303 megabytes is definitely within the range that you should be able to use your Fire Stick pretty efficiently on this build, but you may run into slowness here and there. I remember when I first started out, I ended up with a Fire Stick. As you guys, if you've watched my previous videos, you guys know the whole spiel there. I'm not going to go through it all, but with my Fire Stick, I pretty much got to the point where I was downloading anything, and for the most part, 95% of the time, it worked fairly well. Streaming, TV, and things like that did not work as well. But then again, I had a lot slower internet back in that time frame than I do now. I've got a blazing 200 megabyte per second download speed right now. So I mean, it's pretty awesome. And as you can see, I mean, I'm already downloaded the build. So if you guys do get behind, definitely just pause. Or if you want to watch on, you can do that, and then just kind of remember the steps that I take. It's very easy anyway, but just remember, you can download any build with any device. You just kind of have to try it. It's kind of one of those things where you just kind of have to try it, and if it doesn't work, I mean, by all means, we can delete the build. It's not set in stone. It's not something that's going to just be there permanently. All you have to do is do a fresh start if you have the Fresh Start add-on. If you don't, you can always go into http://demetriology.com/repo, and then once you add the source in there, then you can go in and download the zip file, and then there's a section there once you enter the URL name and hit enter. There's a section that says Fresh Start, and I did a video on it a long time ago, so you can kind of check in my first, probably I think it was in the first 10 videos that I did. I actually did that, maybe a little bit longer than that, but you can also go into your apps in your settings menu for your device, and you can go into Kodi, and you can clear the data, and you can clear the cache, and if you do that and then restart your device, then that will actually work as well, and it'll bring you a fresh Kodi. All right, so just keep that in mind. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try these builds. If you visually like the build, that's, I sold TVs for a while, and when you're looking at a wall of them, really they're, I mean, other than like right now, the big thing is the QLEDs. Ultra 4K is already kind of behind the times now. They've got the QLEDs, which are just stunningly beautiful. But the thing is, it's just what you visualize, what you like, and that's what you kind of go with. Okay, guys? So just keep that in mind. That's just food for thought there. All right, so the Aries Wizard is done. It's installed, and it's extracted the files, and now it's asking you, do you want to back up the scanner profile? You can if you want. I always hit no. And then it says, do you want to join the contest? I always hit no. Lord knows I never win anything, so it's one of those deals that I'm just kind of bad luck that way, so I don't really get into gambling or anything like that. I just don't win. Then Aries Wizard will tell you that you need to force close it. Just go ahead and hit OK. And then that's going to bring up your device's main menu. All right, so we want to go back into Kodi, and there you go, Infusion 1.6. I love this build, guys. It is just so stunningly amazing and beautiful, and you guys will see there's just so many different options here that you can get into, and it works remarkably well. There's a lot of different add-ons that you can use. Half the time you won't necessarily even need to use, probably 75% of them. I usually use Exodus, and which now is Elysium, but it used to be Zen. Those were the two add-ons for my movie TV shows, and then Sports Devil or Mobdro for my sports information. BT Sports 2, I've told you guys many times, that's your go-to for your pay-per-view fights for UFC. All right, so the main thing is, as you see, skin shortcuts, building menu, let it do its thing, guys. Let it write its menu, okay? And then We'll let it do its thing, and then you can start navigating through. But I mean, right off the bat, as you can see, you got your widgets there that scroll on their own. You've got the fan art in the background. You've got what looks like just a basic menu, but we're going to go through that here in just a second. But I mean, just look at it. It's just a really pretty build, and they do so much with it. So let's take a look at it, guys. We got movies, you got TV shows, you got Kids Zone, and I do apologize if the wizards or the widgets kind of lag a little bit there as it's still doing its thing. All right, look at that, guys. Look how neat that is. All right, you got music. You've got apps. You've got system. You've got TV Pro. You've got sports. And then we're back to movies. Now this is what I wanted to show you. If you scroll up, you've got all your different widgets there. I mean, look at how just amazing the fan art is there. And it's pretty consistent. We can go into the widget there, and it brings up the extended info mod. And you guys know I'm a big fan of the extended info mod. You've got PG-13. It tells you the rating, the amount of votes, or the score out of how many votes. You got the runtime, the release date, the budget, revenue. You can play it via metallics, or you can actually scroll up and use Bob, Exodus, Specto, or any of these as well. All right. You can add it to your library. We can go ahead and click enter, and it says added Power Rangers to the library. All right. You've got settings there. You can play it directly from here. We'll go ahead and check to make sure it's working. There you go. And then you can select which particular add-on you want to play it from. So let's go ahead and do Exodus. And you can see everything is working wonderfully. You can watch my video on how to speed this process up in Exodus or Elysium, or any of the add-ons that have the tool menu. You can actually go in and remove some of the slow providers. So we're going to go ahead and click enter there. And that is not the Power Rangers that we're used to seeing, and not the movies, but you can see that it quickly brought it up, and that was pretty sharp there, guys. Pretty sharp indeed. This actually may be a commercial here. All right, so there you go, guys. Some pretty awesome stuff there. Okay, all you gotta do is hit the power button, or hit the enter button, and then you can stop it as well. All right. So that wasn't necessarily the movie, the source, but you can check the different sources as well. You can also scroll down, and you got recommended movies that are similar to what the Power Rangers are, and you can scroll down through here, and you can actually pull up any of these movies as well. All right, so these are all similar movies, close to, if you like Power Rangers, you probably end up liking these as well. You also have related movie list. You have your official videos. You have YouTube videos on the movie. And then you can even go down to the cast. And if there's a particular cast member that you really like and you want to follow, and you think that, you know, that they did a really good job on that movie, you can actually pull it up. So let's go into Naomi Scott, and it's going to give up all the movies that she's been in. So There you go, guys. Anything that she's been in, if there's TV show title, she was in Terra Nova, it'll show you that. And then you got YouTube videos on her, and there's artwork. And it's just a love the whole extended info mod thing. It's just amazing thing to have. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit back. All right, so now we also can scroll down and looky here, guys. You've got an additional submenu that's just as sharp. You got comedy movies, doc movies, box sets, 4K content, 3D movies, movies library, top 1000, use your tracked, high definition. You got a search engine right there. You got comedy movies, and then we're back, so you can click on any of those. And we'll give it a second to load the menu there for that. Running very slow. Okay, there you go, guys. Took a little bit of time, but there you go. There's your comedy movies. And it's in kind of like a wall format there. Now, if you wanted to change this look, all you have to do is click to the left. And then right now, it's a wall view 2x7. You can actually click enter, and it'll change it right there on the spot for you. There's your poster app. Check that out, guys. That's a great way to look at it. All right. So once you're done with that, all you have to do is hit backspace, and that takes you back to your menu. And then, like I said, you can go down even below the sub menu there, and there's your power button, and I've highlighted your favorites. Okay, so definitely some good stuff there. I love it. And go back up, and that's back to your main menu. Now we can go to TV shows. All right, so there's your widgets, guys. As you can see, the widgets are working really well. You guys know that I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. There you go, Game of Thrones. All right, there's your season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7's getting ready to come out this Sunday. I'm excited. You've got the specials here, so it's like having all the DVD extras. You can play it from there if you want. You can add it to your library, okay? And you also have your other add-ons that you can view it as well. And then once again, you got recommended TV shows that are similar to Game of Thrones, official videos, same thing, guys. There's the cast. All right, so some great stuff there. All we had to do is go back, and it takes us right back to the actual widgets. Now, I mean, just the fan art, everything just is so amazing about this. All right, so if we scroll down below, we got documentaries, stand-up comedy, amazing TV. You got your TV shows library. There's your new TV shows, search engine, use your tracked, animation shows, networks, documentaries, and then we're back to stand-up comedy. Okay, scroll back up, go back to the TV shows. I wanted to look for one other thing. There's movies. Let's see real quick. Okay, yes, remember we added something into the movies library. You can actually go into any of these to pull up your library. So we'll just go into title, and look there, there's your Power Rangers. So right off the bat, now if you wanted to remove it, I'm sure all you had to do is long press the select button, and you can do play, information, mark as watched. Okay, you've got tracked options there. So it gives you some different options there as well. So pretty awesome stuff. All right, so let's go on to the next thing, which is Kid Zone. All right, we'll give it just a second to load up here. There you go. Here's all your kids' movies. I watched Lego Batman the other day, and that was pretty remarkable. So if we click on Lego Batman, that's going to bring up Elysium this time. We'll give it a second to load. There you go. And you can go to the first one. Now, like I said, if you follow my instructions on the Master of Kodi, I show you how to delete the providers that are causing it to slow down the process, and I also show you how to go ahead and set it to where it's automatically going to bring up the best source for you guys. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. All right, so there we go, guys. All right, so if we go down and then scroll down to your sub menu, you got Minecraft, SpongeBob, Just Lego, Pokemon, Angry Birds. There's your Disney collection, DC versus Marvel, Kids Arena, Kids Shows. There's CDTV Kids, Anime Zone, Learning TV, and all kinds of other great stuff. So very kid friendly. All right, next thing we got music. Check that out. You got all your WoW right there. All the WoW seasons. That's pretty awesome. There's WoW Classic Rock, Driving Rock, all the compilation albums there. You scroll down, you got radio, music library, jukebox, CDTV music, SoundCloud. There's Spotify on there, guys. I have an account through Spotify, so that would be an amazing thing to have for me. I could play it right through my TV. All right, so some awesome things there. And then if you look down at the very bottom, I didn't mention it, but there are a menu, scrolling menu that gives you some information there. Paris and LA poised to get games, Amazon's India strategy. So little helpful things there as well. Scroll back up, that takes you back to the main menu. And then you got your apps. So looky here, guys. You got cleanup build, CDTV builds. There's an APK installer if we go into that. You got official Kodi APKs and SPMC APKs. So there you go. So if you want to download the most current Kodi, there you go. You've got it right there, guys. And you also have the SPMC. So if you don't have an SPMC Kodi, you can actually do that as well. All right. So you've got speed tester, clear thumbnails, and you got all as you a fresh start right there, guys. So say you don't like this build, you want to get rid of it. All I got to do is hit that fresh start, and it'll wipe this build out. Force close Kodi, and you've got all this other stuff as well. You can scroll down. You've got Quantum, Stream Army, Skynet. These are all your all-in-ones, guys. Kratos, Stream Hub, Metallics, Bob, Fine and Dandy, Wolfpack, Cold Keys, UK Turks, Exodus, Speedo. These are your add-ons, guys. All right there. Vortex, Elysium, Picasso, Quantum. I mean, it is all right there for you guys. All you have to do is click on Enter, and that's going to take you into the menu for Exodus. All right, so if you go into Tools and then Providers, like I was showing you on my previous video, you can actually click on any of these. It'll remove the little dot there, and then just go down and scroll all the way down the bottom and hit OK, and that will remove that provider. All right, so watch the video, guys, that explains it more in detail. And then if you want to change it to automatic, you just go into playback, and then it's set for directory. You just click two enters, and there's your autoplay right there, guys. So it'll automatically pull up the best source and go right to it. Even that is a little bit quicker that way. All right. So once again, you got all your add-ons there, and then That's under your apps. If you go into apps, check this out, guys. It's just beautiful right there, guys. All you have to do is click to the right. That's your video add-ons. You scroll up. You can go to program add-ons, and looky there. There's the extended info mod. There's Aries Wizard. I mean, just stunningly beautiful. I love this build. All right, next thing is system. If we go into system, you got skin settings. You can go into your interface. If you don't like this interface, all you have to do is scroll to the right, click enter, and then it gives you the estuary choice. If you want to go back to 17.3, just a plain blue, that's an option there. You also have your add-ons there, your player, system, so all kinds of different things there. You got your sub menu. There's your event log, system info, skin settings. There's install from zip. There's your file manager. There's your adult add-ons. Please do not ask me what the password is on that. I do not know. You guys will have to do some internet searching there. And then there's all those. All right, go back up. You got TV Pro. You got all your different, looks like your live TV channels here. So all kinds of different ones there for you. UK. So that's pretty awesome. If you scroll down, you've got your ways to pull up your live streaming here as well. IPTV add-ons, World TV, video on demand catch-up, Supremacy, UK Turks. Looky there, guys. There is Mobdro. How awesome is that? You guys know that I love Mobdro. And there it is, guys. It is right there. You go down to sports, down to BT Sports 2, and we will load it. And I noticed it was having some issues the other day on BT Sports 2. So it's not. So let's go ahead and hit back. Let's go to BT Sport 3. All right, so maybe having some issues there. Let's go into something else here real quick. So it looks like it's running a little bit slow. Honestly, I'm just not a big live streaming fan. I'm just not. You know, there's a lot of things that could go wrong with it, or it's going to be either good or bad sometimes. But I do love Mobdro, and Mobdro, for the most part, is pretty reliable, and it pretty much brings up a lot of the live streaming information pretty quickly. All right, so you also have that. You can also go into your channels. You got all kinds of different channels there. It's just like having direct TV. It's just a great add-on. Any build that has that is, in my opinion, a great build. All right, so if we scroll back up, we can go to sports, and looky there, guys. You got your Sports Devil. You've got Project D. There's Castaway. There's your Pro Sports, all right there for you guys. And then you got UFC's Finest, Sports Arena, Live Premiership, Motor Replays, Final Gear, and you've got all these other great add-ons as well. This is just a great build. I love the way it's laid out, the fan art. Everything is really sharp, and if you're scrolling through with your keyboard or with your remote, I mean, you'll see what I mean once you download it. It's just so fluent. Everything just works perfectly. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions or want to leave a comment, you guys have the two ways that you can do that. So please feel free to do so. Make sure you like the video if you like it. And thank you again for the donations. I really appreciate that. I always leave a donation link in the description box there. So thank you guys so much. You all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you all.